Let me help y'all out because God is helping me. Don't worry about tomorrow. Don't worry about next week. Don't worry about next month. Don't worry about next year. Don't worry about the bill, the house, the car, the job, the payment. Don't worry about anything. Focus on today. Give God praise today. Give him glory today. Don't worry about how you're going to figure that thing out. It's not your job to figure out how that thing's going to work out. It's God's. God will make sure you have everything you need each day. This is why we ask God for daily bread each day. He's going to make sure you're satisfied each day. He's going to make sure you have everything you need each day. All you have to do is be still, shut up, and praise God. It's just that simple. And if you ain't gonna open up your mouth and praise God, don't say anything, because he's been too good to you and to me for us to open up our mouth and not give him praise, honor, and glory. You don't have to do anything but trust him. That's what this season is about. Because everything that you've been hoping and praying and asking God for, it's going to come to you, but God has to make sure your faith can withstand it. So do not be dismayed when things start to seem as though they're not going to work out, because they are. God is faithful, because I've never known God not to be faithful, because I serve a faithful God. I've never known God to be unfaithful. That's not the kind of God I serve. He's going to make a way for you, for me, and for everybody watching this video. All you have to do is be still and trust him. That's all he wants. He is going to make sure you're good in the story. Let me help you.
Oh man, listen, I do deal with anxiety like everybody else, or like most people who admit, like sometimes I get ahead of myself and I be trying to figure things out because I want to be independent. And that does cause worrying and stress and anxiety. But I do agree. I'll say this, I believe it's easier said than done at times. It's easy to say don't worry, all while saying, everything's gonna be all right. I'm sorry, it's easy to say don't worry, all while looking at things and it's like, it's not okay right now. So I'll say for me personally, what I have to do is just make sure I'm being prayerful about it, right? And I don't like to just over spiritualize things, like specifically pray and then do something about it and see, okay, is God going to work this thing out in my favor through this action? I really believe in being both spiritual and practical. When I say spiritual, a spiritual practice or discipline would be to pray. And then a practical discipline would be to take an action towards resolving it, or to reach out to someone who can help me resolve it, or to look up information that could possibly be a solution. Like, I believe in both the spiritual and the practical. And sometimes I think we just kind of get lost in, the Bible talk of it all and not the practical thinking through of it all. And I agree with what he's saying, don't worry. I agree, because worrying and stress and concerning ourselves with things that are outside of control is paralyzing. It's deflating. It causes our attitude to be funky. It's just not healthy and helpful. Whether you are a Christian or not, it's just not healthy or helpful. So it's important not to be worried. And he talked about like looking at the situation and things not going as planned. I get it. We live in reality. We have 2 eyes to see and we have hands to feel, and we're in the midst of these situations, feeling it with our physical, feeling it with our emotions, seeing it with our eyes. It's taking a toll on our mentality. So it's easier said than done to not worry, to not be anxious, and all of those things. But the answer, when we're in the midst of these things that we cannot control, is to pray, is to then be practical as possible, and not allow ourselves to become paralyzed with worry and stress, because that's not going to get us anywhere. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. Be kind to yourself, pray, and then, take steps that are practical to try to, see where God is going to work in and through to be a solution to whatever's going on in your life. That's all I got to say about that. I'll catch y'all in the next video.
Stand on it, be strong.